Now for today, I'd like you to grab some light hand weight, so a kilo or 500 grams, or if you want to use like 2 or 3, that's fine. Just you do whatever is good for your body. We'll start off with some footwork as usual. I've got 3 red springs on. You can put 3 red and a blue or 3 red and 2 blues, entirely up to you. Like I've always said, just depends on how your neck and shoulders are feeling. So let's get down onto the reformer and let's lay down onto our backs. Place the toes onto the bar, hip width apart for me. Shoulders are just shy of the shoulder posts. Now we're going to take a nice big deep breath in through the nose as we tip our pelvis forwards, and exhale as we tip it backwards. Inhale as we tip it forwards. Exhale as we tip it back. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, we tip it forwards. The ribs come further away from the hips and a little space forms between the lower back and the carriage. Exhale, we tip the pelvis back gently. The hips come closer to the ribs. There's a little wrapping of the abdominals and the space between the lower back and the carriage closes. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay, let's get ourselves moving. So we've got our toes wrapped gently around the bar, all 5 toes on the bar, making sure that it's the toes and just the tops of the top pads of the feet as opposed to the arches of the feet. We're going to take a breath in to prepare and exhale to press away. Inhale to come on in, exhale to press away. Now let's just get moving. We'll get the legs warmed up, the feet warmed up, and the rest of the body as well. Now as we're pressing in and out, the lower back shouldn't change shape. We shouldn't need to arch or flex the lower back at all. We should be able to just get our hands in just underneath the lower back there, because we'll be in a neutral spine. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it out. Let's drop the heels under. Give everything a little bit of a stretch. Press up onto the toes. Bend the knees in. Press out. Drop the heels under twice. We lower, we lift. We lower, we lift. Bring the knees in, come out. Bring the knees in, come out. We're going to lower down 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Now we're coming in and out 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I pressed down to 4. Let's drop down to 4 times. 4, 3, 2. That was 1. Let's go in and out 4 times. Now let's drop it down 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. That was 1. In and out 5 times. 1, 2. We're going to 6, 3, 4, 5. Now let's drop it out, down again. Let's do 6 times. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 6 times in and out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on in. Let's go straight up to the heels. Gently pulling the feet back. Pressing out all the way. Making sure that you have your heel on the bar. Try not to have the arch of the foot. The more of the heel that's on there, the more of the butt and the hamstrings you'll be using. Now, if at any point this feels too light, you can actually sit up and add an extra spring. That's completely fine. let's go straight down to our toes. Bring the heels together so you're in your Pilates V. Knees are tracking out probably as wide as the foot bar. I want you to make sure you're not arching your back. You're just staying in your neutral spine. Hands are down by the side. We take a breath in to prepare. And exhale, press away. We zip the thighs up together. Bring it back down. Now, I want you to resist the spring on the way in, which means you will squeeze your bum and your hamstrings to just slow it down a little bit. You can power out, zipping the legs up together. Slow it down a little bit on the way in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out there. Let's drop those heels under. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Try not to to press those ribs out, those lower ribs out. That's 2. That's 1. Bring it up onto the toes, bend the knees in. Beautiful. All right, let's bring everything together. We've locked it all together. The toes, the ankles, the knees, the thighs. $1 million credit card in between the thighs. Let's keep it there. Lifting the heels, press all the way out, bring it in. All the way out, bring it in. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Lower ribs are down and in. That's 2. That's 1. Bring the heels straight up onto the bar. Pull the feet, pull the toes back gently. Inhale to prepare, exhale to press away. Keep it all glued together. I want you to really think about squeezing those thighs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Take the toes to 3/4 of the way along the bar. Turn the toes in, turn the knees in from the hips. Everything is touching. We're going to press out to the knees, almost separate, and then we bring it back together. The whole time I want you to be squeezing those knees together. Really squeeze them as you press out and as you come in. We stop just before the knees are going to separate. The thighs should always be touching. We've got 10, 9, really press them together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, ribs are down, 2, 1, come halfway in, let's pulse. 10, 9, little inch pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it out, straighten those legs, straighten the feet up. Come back in, take the toes slightly wider on the bar. Turn the hips out, knees are dropped out. You're basically in a squat position on your toes. Lift the heels up nice and high. Arms are down by the side, sacrum is heavy. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to press away. Keep those heels high. Pressing in and out. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on in. Go straight onto your heels. Everything's still turned out. Make sure you've got the pressure there in the heel. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, let's press away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out there. Bring it on in. Well done. All right, give the legs a little bit of a shake out. I want you to place your legs over top of the bar. Arms come up to the sky. We take a breath in. Exhale, we slowly roll it up. We're touching the toes. And then we're slowly rolling down. Doing our roll-ups. Now make sure you're away from the shoulder post when you do this. Roll up again, pull through that tummy. Sit up nice and straight. We're really extending through the fingers there. Toes are pointed, extending the legs. Excuse me, tucking the tailbone as we slowly roll down. The challenge here obviously is sitting up, but rolling down slowly is quite a challenge as well. So make sure that after you've come up and you've got yourselves up to the top, that you slowly think about holding each part of the roll down for as long as you can. So even if you count it in sections, so if we roll up nice and smoothly, we hold at the top, take a breath in, and then we roll down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got 2 to go. Let's come on up. Beautiful. And down again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more. Take a breath in. Exhale. Let's roll it up. Come up to the top. Arms are straight. Shoulders are back and down. Let's see if we can lift those legs off the bar for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Collapse. Whew. Okay, so we're going to go into some side lying footwork. So take one of your red springs off and have 2 red springs on, please. Lay onto your side facing me. Hand will be underneath the head. If you've got a brick or something, a foam block, you can stick your foam block under there or a ball. I don't really mind. Now, as you're laying down, I want one leg to go underneath the bar and one leg will go on top. We get ourselves comfortable. Sorry, try and get it so you can see my face. We're going to start with the knee turned out and the toe on the front of the bar initially, okay? So the bottom leg, to make it more difficult, we extend it out and have it lifted about 1 inch off that wooden platform. If you need a bit more balance, bring the knee up onto the carriage. So I'm going to extend mine down and see how I go. We may need to put the hand against the shoulder post to help with the press out, and then slowly bring it back in. We're going to do 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I'm going to get you to put your foot forward and the foot will be flat on the bar, to the front of the bar. Now, try not to dip your side down. Try and activate through your obliques there so your side body is lifted just a little bit. And we press through the foot. 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we go straight onto the heel and turn that knee out again. Bring it back towards your butt a little bit further, so hips are over top of each other. We've got that bottom leg extended if you do. Now let's press out. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, check the side buddy, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we finished on that leg. Let's roll onto our middle. Come into our kneeling plank. Now we're really getting into that butt today, so I want you to make sure you're in your kneeling your 4-point kneeling, hands behind the shoulder posts there. Make sure the belly is up, we're not too far extended and we're not too far flexed, it's somewhere in between. Shoulders are down away from the ears. We set our intention, we place our heel on the bar. We take a breath in, We make sure the left side of the body is locked in because the right heel is on the bar, and we press out. This is really strong on 2 reds, so you may need to hold the shoulder post a little bit more. If it's too much, then just drop it down to 1 red for me. We're only going to do 8. So that was 4, 5, 6, strong through the arms, 7, and 8. Now we go straight over to the other leg on the heel. Lock your intention. Make sure that side body and that butt cheek there is locked in. Heel is on the bar. Let's press out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's lay down on our other side. Excuse me while I turn my butt towards you. Okay. So back into the side lying work with the foot on the bar. Hands holding on, making sure I don't lose my headphone there for you. Now, toe on the bar at the front of the foot bar. Bottom leg is extended down if you can, otherwise have the knee bent up onto the carriage. We turn that top knee out and the toe is on the bar with the heel lifted. We press out. 15, 14. Try and draw up through the belly there. Make sure your side body is not collapsing down. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now place the foot flat on the bar, straight into it, where the knee is now in line with the hip. So we press straight out, flat foot on the bar. 15, 14. We've checked our side body, we're making sure it's not collapsing. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straight into our heel. We turn the knee back out again. The heel goes onto the bar. Bottom leg is straight. Make sure side body is nice and activated. Pressing through the heel. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We're really using that glute. 7, 6, 5, just check the side body. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, roll up to sitting. Give yourself a break for a second. Take 1 red spring off. So we're now down to 1 red spring in total. Let's come around so that we're in our kneeling plank to start with. Hands are on the bar, a little bit wider than the shoulders. Thumbs are over the top of the bar as well. We press the bed out a little bit and we make sure the body is in one long line from the knees to the top of the head, the crown of the head. We pull our belly in so we're nice and supported. You can tuck your tailbone a little bit as well because that'll activate your lower core. You can squeeze your bum slightly. Pressing up through those shoulders. The body doesn't change shape. All we do is press out through the shoulders and then bring it back in. Press out through the shoulders and bring it back in. And again, out and in. And out and in. We've got 8, 7, 6. Don't drop your head down like I just dropped mine down. That was terrible form, sorry. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Now we're going to go up into full plank. If you can't full plank, that's fine. You can do another set of kneeling. But if you can, let's press up into full plank. We lift the knees, we lock the thigh muscles in so that the legs are straight. Press up through the shoulders, tuck the tailbone a little bit, and bring your ribs in. Now, we press out, and we bring it in. There should be an element of shaking here. This is a really strong move. Out, and in. Breathe in. We've got 7 to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now don't collapse. Take the hands a little bit wider. Let's try and do ourselves a couple of push-ups, even if you just bend a centimetre. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Give yourself a little bit of a rest, hands over the bar. Sit back into child's pose, have a breather. Now, we're going to do 5 more long stretch and 5 more push-ups. So, if you need to do them kneeling, that's completely fine. Do your kneeling plank. Otherwise, if you can go up into full plank again, come back up. Press up through the hands. Make sure the shoulders are down and strong. The belly pulls up a little bit. We tuck our tailbone so that the bum is on and the lower core is on. And we tuck our bottom ribs in. We press out through the feet, pull in through the hands. We're breathing in, we're breathing out. We've got 3 to go. In, out. 2 to go. And out. Breathing in. This is the last one, then we go into our 5 push-ups. All right, get your hands comfortable. Let's do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down onto your knees. Hands over the bar again. Have a little rest. Now, while you're looking at your springs, I'll get you to put a blue on and take the red off. So we're 1 blue. Let's come to the side. We're going to do some lunge, some scooter, and we'll also have our weights in our hands. So, place the left foot on the left side behind the base of the foot bar. You can take it back just a smidge, maybe a couple of inches back. What I would like for you to do is, we'll go straight into a lunge. So as we lunge, the front knee bends, we press the back leg back, it is straight, the body tips forward. The front knee doesn't come forward of the front ankle, okay? So we come up, straighten that front leg. As we press down, I want you to lift the arms overhead. And then you can bring them back as you stand up. The only bend really is through the knee. The body remains tipped forward. You can tip it even further forward when you go down. That's completely fine. And we come up. This is 5. We're going to 10. 6. Nice and slow. 7. Keep that back leg straight. And try not to arch in the lower back as well. So you can tip the tailbone like a naughty puppy a little bit. That's 9. This is 10. Stay down. Bring the arms into the chest. I want you to bring the knee in to match the other knee. If the carriage hits, come back a little bit. Sit forward, bend both knees. I want you to stick your duck butt out. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to press out with the scooter and bring it back in. Press, pull, press, pull. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, drop the arms up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I want you to lift the front heel and lower. Bring the arms up to a bicep curl. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 6, 5, 4, put your belly up. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on in. Well done. Place your weights over the other side. Stay on the side you're on. Now, I want you to change from the blue to a red. So one red spring only. We're going to go into a little bit of arabesque. So, the front foot is behind the foot bar. We push back down into our lunge, so the front knee bends and the back leg is straight. We press against the foot bar. As we come in, I want you to flex that spine up, pull the carriage in with the back leg, and pull the toe up so that you're resting in the air. We come back down nice and slowly. We come up, we pull, and we come down. Give me 1 second, I just have to make sure my camera hasn't turned off, sorry. Heard a click there. No, we're all good. Awesome. Okay, sorry. Okay, so, press the back leg out, we're in a lunge. Pull the straight back leg in and really arch that back up or flex it up to the sky. Pull the lower belly in, lift the foot off the ground, put it back down. Pull and lift. Now, sometimes people think the heavier spring actually makes it harder, but it actually makes it easier because it's pushing your body in as you're trying to come up into that challenge flexion zone. Let's do 5 more. 4 more. Really flexing the spine, dropping the head, pulling the abs up towards the ribs. Inhale down. Exhale out. 1 more. Inhale down. Exhale out. Now, we're going to go into the arabesque portion. So, as we come in, we lift the back foot back. We slowly place it down. We don't want to thump it down. That means we don't have control of what's going on. If that's the case, then don't take the foot up as high and just do a smaller lift, okay? So, the back leg comes in, it still remains straight. We take the leg from the ground up behind us and then we place it down. Lift, lower, place with a bend. Lift, lower, place with a bend. We've got 6. We've got 5. If you really want to kick it up there, really kick it up there. 4. And 3. If you can't lift it, that's fine. Go to the prep we were doing just before. 2. And 1. Bring it down, bring it in. Give yourself a little bit of a shakeout because that was a pretty hard set. Now we're going to jump straight onto the other side and do the same set on the other side. So walking around, lovely. All right, let me get my weights out of the way. Fabulous, excellent. Okay, so we've got our weights. We're going to drop it back down, to a blue first. Place the right foot behind the foot bar and the left foot onto the shoulder post. Now, we're going to bring the arms up and forward as we bend that front knee and we straighten out the back leg, sitting the bum back and down, and then coming back up to standing. Body is still tipped forward relatively. We come down, lift, press behind as the body comes up. Down, lift the arms, body comes up, arms go behind. We've got 7 to go. Now, if that front knee is tracking in front of your ankle, what you need to do is you need to bring the bum back as opposed to just bringing it down, okay? Really important to make sure that bum sits back and the leg presses back as well. It's not just a straight down movement. Okay, we've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it out, bring the arms in. Now, bring the carriage in. Let's step that right foot back a little bit so we can go into our scooter. We bend both knees, they're at the same height. We stick our duck butt out so we can pull our lower core on. And as we press out, we'll press behind. As it comes in, we'll press it, it'll come back in. Our weights will come back in. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, that's 1. Hold the weights to the chest. Now, as we, and press the carriage back. Now, as we lift the heel, we're in our bicep curl. As we lower it down. So lift, lower, lift, lower. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, shoulders are back and down, 4, belly's in, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on up. Your bum should be on fire. Okay, let's place these weights out of the way. And we're going to go into our arabesque on this side now. So we'll change from our glute to our leg, pop it down, and get ourselves sorted out. So right foot comes behind the base of the foot bar. We place our hands on the foot bar and the left leg goes onto the shoulder post. We're pulling our belly up, our shoulders are back and down. So we press down into our lunge. Now, as we remember from before, we need to pull up through the lower abs and keep that back leg straight as we arch our back leg, flex it up to the sky and lift the toes of the planted leg. We pull it in and lift, we take it out and place it down gently. We pull it in and lift, we place it down gently. In and lift, down gently. We've got 6 more to go. And placing it down. We've got 5. Really pull that lower belly in. Pull the hips up high. Look at your thigh so that you really get that reach and that height. 3. I think that was actually 2. 2, but we'll do an extra one anyway. And 1. All right, so we're going to go straight into our arabesque where we lift the leg. So the function of the left leg does not change. It stays straight, it pulls the carriage in. What we do though is as we pull it in, we take the right leg out the back and lift it, and then gently place it down. We lift, we bring it through, we lower gently. We lift, we bring it through, and lower gently. Now, a trick to this is, when you're pulling up, you really want to pull this foot in, pull the carriage in towards the stopper to give yourself some balance and to give yourself some strength in lifting. If you keep trying to pull that carriage in, you activate that thigh, it gives you the strength to actually slow things down a little bit as well. Let's go 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And well done. Bring it on in. Okay, let's take a seat. We will turn ourselves around and grab our ropes. So, you want your hand straps. We're going to sit down with our legs in between the shoulder posts. If you need to cross your legs over and sit, I don't know how tall you are. If you're very, very tall, you'll need to sit all the way back and cross your legs over most likely. If you're very short like me, You won't need to do that. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall. Making sure the weight is evenly in our sit bones. Our legs are straight. Now, if you get cramping in the front of your hip flexors here, you can always cross your legs or cross them on the actual carriage. Usually we get cramping in our hip flexors because we lose control of our lower core there. So try it for a little bit, but if it becomes too much, please then just cross your legs. All right, so we're just going to start with a basic plow. So arms are out to the side. We're going to press back through the shoulders and then come forward. Now, the other thing too is I've left it on a red. If you need to take it down to a blue, then that's completely fine. Please take it down to a blue. It will all depend on the day and how tired you are. Take a breath in. Exhale, we press back. Bring it forwards. Now, the arms remain straight. The shoulders are back and down. We try not to rock the top half of the body. It should remain still and upright. Pressing through those hands. Open up the hands, press through the palms, really strong. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the hands over. I want you to curl back into your C curve a little bit. Top back is extended, but we do have that curve in our spine. Shoulders are back and down. Biceps. Hands come to the shoulders, arms open up. So we try and keep the top half of the arm in line with the shoulder. And pull and release. Pull and release. Now I don't want you to start relaxing down into your C curve. I want it just to be curved in your pelvis there, but everything else should remain strong and up. Nice and strong. 10, 9. While you're doing this, you shouldn't just be working your arms, you should feel it working through your abs as well. That means you're really supporting your upper body well. We've got 5 to go. 4 to go. 3, keep the shoulders broad. 2, and 1. Now for this next one, I would like you to change it to a blue. Take the red off. What we are going to do is, our knuckles are going to be facing towards each other and touching each other. We sit up nice and straight. We roll down into our C curve and bring our hands to our chest. We take them out to the side so the palms are facing behind us. We roll forwards, push them behind, circle back over to the front, and we've started again. So knuckles together, sitting up straight. C curve, roll back, punch yourself in the chest. Take the palms out wide so they're facing back behind you. Lean forward, press the hands back behind you. Roll the arms over as you're leaning forward. Bring the knuckles back together. Sit up nice and straight. Okay, C curve. Punch yourself in the chest. Spread your wings. Lean forward and take your hands behind you. Roll the arms forward so the backs of the palms are coming towards each other. Then we turn at the last minute and bring the knuckles together. Sitting up straight. C curve. Punch yourself in the chest. Open up your wings. Press your hands behind you. Roll the arms over. Backs of the hands are towards each other at the moment. At the last minute, we swing them around. Knuckles come together. We sit up straight. We C curve, roll, push, open, roll forward, press behind, circle the arms forward, knuckles come together. Let's do 2 more. Roll back, open the arms so the palms are facing behind you, roll forward, take the hands behind you, roll them forward so the backs of the hands are towards each other, knuckles come together at the last second. We sit up straight. Let's do 1 more. Tuck the tailbone. Fist to chest. Take the hands wide. Roll over forwards. Roll the hands behind you. Roll them forward so the backs of the hands come towards each other, knuckles towards each other, and sitting up straight at the last second. Excellent job. Okay. Now, I want you to grab your arm straps and stick your hands through them so they're at the base of your forearms. I want you to sit up nice and straight and your elbow is in a 90-degree angle. We're going to do just a little bit of Egyptian arms. So the hands turn as we bring the backs of the forearms towards the back of the room, and then we bring them back together in the center. We open, keeping the elbows nice and high, close, bringing the palms almost together. Really thinking about squeezing a P in between your shoulder blades as you open up. Squeeze, come together. Squeeze, come together. Squeeze, come together. Let's do 6 more. 5 more. Are you sitting up straight? 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Bring it down. Take those off your hands. Gently come onto your knees. Knees are behind the shoulder post, sitting down onto the heels. Grab hold of the ropes just forward of the all the locking mechanisms. Now we're going to go straight into plow again, which is straight arms and pressing behind us, but this time we're going to raise our hips. So we'll do it nice and slow to start with. We bring the shoulders back and down. Everything is turned on, core, bum. Now we lift the hips to the front to pull behind, lower back down. Lift to pull, lower back down. Lift to pull, lower back down. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This should fire up the little bit of fire we got in the legs earlier. 4, 3. Now there shouldn't be any jerking on the ropes either. 2. Hold it up there. Now I just want your bum to go up and down. 10, 9. Chest is proud. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Place the rope on the inside. Now, we're going to crawl forward. Hands are on your rails. Knees are up against the shoulder posts. Take the hands quite far forward, so you are not in a 4-point kneel. You are leaning forward of a 4-point kneel. We are going to keep the arms straight and the shoulders back and down. We pull the shoulders over top of the wrists and then release. But don't come all the way back. So what I want you to do is really take your hands quite a way forward. We're going to pull forwards all the way and release 98% of the way. Pull forwards and release. Now while you're doing this, the angle in your hips should not change. You should have your lower core, your lower belly turned on. It should feel really hard. It should feel like you're actually trying really hard to keep your knees where they are, to keep your hips where they are. Let's do 5 more. And 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. And bring it back. Now, shoulders come over top of the wrists. We're going to pull the knees into the chest. So, into the wrists. So we pull in, we release. The shoulders do not move back from over the wrists. So we press up nice and strong. We pull with those knees. 10, 9, 8, 7. Make sure the tops of your feet stay grounded on the carriage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. A little child's pose. Take the hands behind the back if you like. Excellent work. All right, so we've got 5 more on each side. So what I want you to do this time is walk the hands up the bar on the left side. Now, we're going to do our pull of the shoulders over the wrists. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold the last one up there. 1, hold it there. Now we're in the right position for the knee tucks, little knee tuck. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Give the shoulders a little shake out before we do the other side. Let's loosen everything up a little bit. Beautiful. Okay, coming back onto the knees. Tops of the feet are planted against the carriage. Take the right arm forward and the left arm over top of it. Arms straight, pull that belly in. Let's keep the same angle in the knees and the hips and pull forward from underneath the arms. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it up there. 1. Now we release the knees a little. Let's do our tucks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a little break. Well done. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do is just stand on either side of your carriage. We're going to press it forward and just give our body a little bit of a stretch through the front there. Then arch it up as the carriage comes in. You go forwards a little bit more. Press it down. Stretch through the front of that body. Arch it back up. And down. And up. Down. And up. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Now take both hands over to the left side and we're going to look out underneath the left arm as we press out. Flex that spine up. Arch it. Straighten it out as you press out. Flex. Straighten. Flex. Straighten. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Bring it up. Let's go to the other side. So both hands on the right shoulder post. Let's press it out. 8. Flatten the back as you go down. Curve it as you come up. That was 7. 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, come onto your knees. Let's do a little thread the needle. Knees are underneath the hips. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, unless you need them forward a little bit because your wrists are a little bit sore. Let's breathe in as we lift up the right arm. Look at it at the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to thread it through. Come back to 4-point kneeling. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, thread it through. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale, put it through. And we'll come back up to sitting. Clasp the hands in front of you. Careful that your bed doesn't move. Clasp the hands, separate the shoulder blades and pull that belly in. Inhale. Exhale, take the palms up to the sky. Shoulders down, shoulders up. Shoulders down, shoulders up. 1 more, down. Exhale as you spirit fingers the hands around to the back. Grab hold of the hands, pull the shoulders down and back, open up the chest. Inhale, lift the chin a little. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands around to the front, give yourself a clap. You made it.